Welcome, everyone, to episode 172 of Perpetual Backlog. I'm your host, Aqua, and joining me, like always, is our Capybara Dalit.
Hey, I'm here, and you can hear me, which is great.
Mm-hmm. And the Pepperoni Pizza Leak.
Borda.
You're a pepperoni pizza? Oh my
Borda.
goodness.
I mean,
Stachi.
are you
Oh,
speaking
okay.
Welsh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, how are you?
Oh. None of us know that. We don't have Connor on here. Connor's the only one I know that speaks Welsh other than you. Yeah, doing
Yeah.
all right. What did we play this week? What did we play? What'd you guys do?
Consistently the same, actually.
We
Yeah.
do like
Consistent.
consistency.
Yeah. Perpetually the same thing. It seems.
What are we doing here, Aqua? You know what we did.
Do I know?
Aqu-
I don't. I mean, I
Aqua
don't know what you did.
It's true.
Leak is living her best farming life.
Yeah,
I
true.
am.
Absolute best farming life.
It's,
Yeah.
And I live.
You know the funniest thing that's
and hate it.
happened. One of the funniest things is giggly, right? So just by sheer coincidence, quite a few of the farmers end up in real life are Welsh. So by sheer
Oh,
coincidence, there's quite a few of us are actually Welsh, but
so
we all
a few
play
of us. Oh, her
farmers.
blood calls for it. She
So if you,
knows.
so like a few of us who are actually Welsh in real life play West Country farmers. It's
That's
so funny.
hilarious.
So we made Welsh our super secret farmer language.
God damn.
Yeah, in canon, when we speak
Now that
Welsh,
you've
it's
said
a
West Country,
super
though,
secret farmer language.
you said West Country. Now all I can think of is shit, I forget the actor's name. The older gentleman in Hot Fuzz, whom everyone
That's
could
right.
not understand.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what Harold is, one of the characters.
Oh, that's
He's
beautiful. I do love it.
yeah, he basically when he's really into the heat of the moment, he's like, yeah.
I love it. Very good. I'm very pleased to hear this.
It's very good, yeah.
According to
Yeah.
Booby, Welsh language is
Mhm.
actually the devil language as well.
Well, it's the original before this weird English stuff that came along, so
Yeah. Leak, can you say this?
Uh-oh. It's gonna be the longest city name
well, if
it's
it's a
gonna
whole
be.
sentence, no. I'm not that good at Welsh.
No, it's in the chat.
Yeah. Well, let me see.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Is this a Shanfair PG one?
No, this is the longest.
I
word
live
in-
near this place, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, you do?
Yeah. It's like 10 minutes away 15 minutes away by car for me.
No, all right.
Yes, I can. You ready?
Yeah.
Llanfair Pisgwingis Golgeri Chwern Shanti Silio Gogoch.
Hey. Connor gets asked to do that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he can do it really
Yeah.
fast too.
Yeah, but I know you speed run it because it's like really long. But the locals just say Slangvair PG.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
That checks all the way out.
Slangvair PG, yeah.
Well, that's great.
Oh,
Welsh
you
farming.
say Slangvair Pith English as well, but yeah, Slangvair PG is basically what most people say when they actually live in the area.
I bet because saying that all the time would probably.
Yeah.
when,
I do
when
like the middle bit. Chwern I like saying.
you
Chwern
what
Shanti Silio.
is there a reason why it's named this long?
It's basically, if you translate it to an English, direct translation is basically like a bloody postal address.
This is the town that's around the bend over the hill and just past the pond. It sounds like it's explaining its exact coordinates.
Around the bend over the hill, right across the
Oh,
pond.
like it's genuinely one of those, like, it's like, why is your place named what it is? Well, because we wanted you to know where we were. Like West Haven is called that because in the local area it is
Well,
west and a nice
yeah.
place.
Well, here's the direct translated English of this, right? It is basically St. Mary's Church in the hollow of the White Hazel near the rapid whirlpool of Chanticleer of the Red Cave.
God damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
I am stunned. I will say
It's
this.
literally an address.
Knowing
There's
knowing
like,
how the
please send us your GPS location. Okay, you ready? Llangfad Pwllgwyngyll.
oh god. Knowing how the English are, I'm surprised they didn't just like forcibly try to rename this place to like St. Mary's.
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't. They
Well,
did with Snowden and stuff like that because
Ah, yes. See, that's
yeah.
on brand.
well, this has been your Welsh history lesson with Leek.
Yeah, because Snowden is interesting because it has a story attached too. If you'd like a story time,
I mean,
yeah, because
sure.
yeah, why not? Why not? This is perpetually Welsh now. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, so Snowden in Welsh is Rwydfa. It basically means grave or a cairn. It's like a cairn, basically, a grave in
Hmm.
Welsh. All right,
Hmm.
and it's a legend attached to a giant called Rita Gwawr, right?
Oh.
Rita Gawr, sorry. Yeah. And he was a giant who claimed himself the King of Wales. He's buried in a cairn of stone at the summit of the mountain. But the story is him claiming himself to be the King of Wales. He challenged all the kings of the land because back in them days there was millions of them.
Mm-hmm.
And every time he won against a king, he would take their beard and sew it into his mantle. So he had a whole cloak of beards. Okay.
Dang.
It's very serious Welsh history, all right?
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
metal.
he had a big mantle of beards that he took from kings he'd slain. Now, one king, cheeky little chap called King Arthur, of course, right? Arthur the
Oh, yeah.
Giant Slayer, no less. Guess what he did to this giant? He
Did
slew
he
the giant.
perhaps slay
Slew
him?
it.
Maybe. Yeah. So yeah, Rita Gawr was destroyed by Sir King Arthur the Giant Slayer and was buried in Rwydfa. That's a story.
That's awesome.
It's pretty
Yeah.
kick-ass, eh?
Welsh does have good stories.
Yeah. Yeah, it's loads
Matt,
of giants and fairies and the fair folk.
Yeah, I was about to say, makes
Yeah.
sense.
the Welsh has so good stories that, like, if only Pete came from Wales, then we could just hear him talk about all the stories of history, and then but instead we have to hear him talk about Kansas City.
Don't say it like that. I'm sure there's something redeeming about Kansas. Wait, no. Kansas City. Kansas City isn't in Kansas.
Well, actually, half of Kansas City is in Kansas.
Oh, all right. Thank
Yeah.
you, America.
It's Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri?
Missouri.
Kansas City? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he was in the Kansas City, Missouri. I can't remember.
That's the
Yeah.
only one I ever hear of.
Yeah. Well, Dalit, what did you do this week?
I did not return to my roots and become a farmer. Or I guess my blood would probably have me be a fisherman of some kind.
Yeah.
No. There was fishing involved because I can't get far enough away from that sport. But yeah, no. I re-upped myself to 14. I decided to start
Wait,
leveling my
what?
fisher. No, this is all bullshit. I
Oh,
played
okay. I
Hades
was,
too
I
late.
was like, what the fuck?
I played Hades too. What do you want from me? It's all I've been doing. Um, Other than that, I did join a couple of Discords specifically for Tekken. I do want to pick them up, have folks I can just like pop on with and have a sparring partner, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, the ranked grind is just it's fine, but and quick play is. I mean, quick play is fun. Like I jump into lobbies occasionally,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's it. That's what I did.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Threw
okay,
me
okay.
threw a curveball there because I was like, wait a minute. When I think I would have heard if you fucking
Yeah, I'm
messed
about
up
to say
to 14.
if I pop onto 14 and it's suddenly ding, Arthuria Delay is online. Forget me telling you. I'm gonna have a bunch of people tell me that I'm online. Yes, I am. Thank you.
um. As for me, um, God, I don't even know if I can remember what I played this week. I played a lot of Star Rail today specifically. Um, and and it was not amazing because I spent all day today searching for treasure chests for currency so I can unlock this statue to get stuff for a character, and I am 120 off from getting the final thing, and I'm not going to do it until next patch because I've got 5 treasure chests left, and they're all in really cancerous areas where I have to like think with a 3-dimensional cap on. Um, and it's just not fun. So but I did do a lot of it today. I went from like level 35 to 49, so super quickly. So yeah, that was fun. Um, God, what else did I do? I played Stellar Blade, obviously. Still have that going.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. I've finished the first big open area. So that was pretty nice. The game can be a little bit hard or whatever. Oh, there. So I had heard about this before actually playing the game, but only in like passing. There are these like little dungeon areas, all right, that you'll occasionally run into where
Mhm.
Eve's sword will be like she won't be able to use her sword and she won't be able to scan or whatever. And what it is that it's kind of like it kind of goes from like an action uh like an action game to a kind of
Survival.
kind of a survival horror aspect because
Yeah. Yeah.
you're going through this like futuristic but like in the past like uh like facility, all right, and it's filled with nothing but these like Natiba, but but it makes it look like it was like a big like experimental accident or whatever, and like there's like a bunch of gunk and stuff on the walls or whatever, and every time you like round a corner there's like a bunch of these like things about to come after you, and the only thing that Eve can use is that the drone that she has can turn into a gun or whatever that can like attach to her arm, and she can shoot like a bullet like shotgun slugs or whatever out of it. So you have to go through there and only use that. You can't use your sword or anything like that. That was pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. And that was at the end of the first big area you go to. So so my past couple of like sessions of this game have been a bunch of side questing pretty much. But yeah, it's pretty fun. So I've gotten gotten a lot of stuff in the game.
Hmm.
God, what else? Did I even touch anything today or this week? Um, no. I mean, I've been honestly, I've been gearing up to like learning more and more about what is it? Wuthering Waves, because that comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Wait,
play
you were
that.
talking about it. I thought it had already dropped.
No. I was going through like because obviously they have a bunch of stuff coming out about it or whatever. There's um the um the YouTube channel has like a bunch of like stuff from the voice actors. There's a bunch of like cinematics and stuff. So I've been going through that and like watching it. They had a live stream the other night where uh I probably should go watch the Chinese live stream or whatever, because the a English live stream was nothing but them doing mini games and not really showing the game off at all.
Oh,
But apparently the Chinese one, they showed off the game. So there's a bit of contention around that in the YouTube sphere, because they're like please don't ever do this again. They're like, show the game off. We care about the game. We don't care about you guys doing like these little quirky like mini games or whatever and stuff like that. They showed off the game like once, and that was like right at the end with like a little like race that like the people on the show did. But most of it was like uneventful and kind of boring. So
unfortunate.
yeah. But the game looks pretty good. I mean, as much as a game that is trying to be Genshin's competitor can look.
That's what
So
it is, right? Like, I know this company for making PGR,
yeah.
which is a great game. So I'm super disappointed that they've decided Genshin was the way to go, because I kind of liked what they were doing before. But it is, from what I've seen, a Genshin clone in like the truest sense.
Um,
Like, it's not. It doesn't look fantasy based. It looks like modern.
imagine playing PGR, but open world, is what it is.
Oh, the combat did not look like PGR. I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it still has dodging and parrying like you would in PGR.
I mean, you can dodge and kind of parry in
Well, you can't parry in
Genshin.
Genshin. You can't really parry in
No,
Genshin.
certain characters can.
Yeah, but every character can in PGR. Like
Yeah, so I guess
fights are built around it.
I guess conceptually it's fine, but like just the fact that now suddenly it's open world and you need to run
Yeah.
around getting a bunch of nonsense. I'm not sure how into that I am.
I'm not sure
I mean,
how.
I'm not into it at all. I have no
Yeah.
interest in
Yeah.
picking this up, but just like it, I'm sad that MiHoYo has set such a precedent that this is going to be what it is from now on.
I'm unsure how much of the whole running around and doing like stuff like you did in Genshin, like it is going to be prevalent in this game. Like obviously it's going to be there. But from what I know
I've seen
about
stuff for the game, there's a lot of one-to-one comparisons.
Yeah, but there's a lot of one-to-one comparisons as to like what you do, but there's a lot of stuff that isn't locked behind stuff like it is in Genshin. There's stuff that you can farm that doesn't take like
the echoes and whatnot. Someone was talking about that and saying that's, while true, it's misleading, because there is an aspect wherein you can farm for all this, but the stuff to actually level it is absolutely locked behind whatever the limiting factor is. So they've just done a good job hiding it, apparently, which is good. I mean, if it feels like there's something to do, but apparently that's not as true as it could be.
I know a lot of some of the stuff because they also do multiplayer a little bit differently than they do in Genshin.
That I know nothing about. Interesting. Hopefully
you know
it's
how
good multiplayer.
Well, yeah, you know how in Genshin you have to like use a resource or whatever, even if you're on somebody else's like thing to like get the materials and stuff like that. You don't have to do that in Wuthering Waves. If you're in somebody else's thing, I guess I think they're the one that uses like their resource or whatever, and you still get drops for it. So you guys can like
so that
rotate
does
around.
incentivize, that does incentivize getting a group and doing like daily shenanigans together.
Yeah. And a lot of the stuff is like actually just out in the open or whatever. It's not like how in Genshin you have like domains and shit.
Right.
So it seems pretty nice. I mean, I'll know tomorrow when I get in. Tara messaged me last night. She was like, "You're gonna play Woo-Wah with me?" And I'm like, I'm gonna play Woo-Wah. So I guess if you're playing, if you're also playing, then yeah. So I do know apparently like within the first patch you can get like 240 pulls for free. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a lot of pulls right in the first patch. And the way they do their pulls is a lot differently than Genshin.
LPG are being actually super good about its
Yeah.
gotcha mechanics. It's still look, at the end of the day,
It's
I say
still
super good.
gotcha.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's still gotcha.
Yeah.
It felt less punishing.
Yeah. At 80. So the same with like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. When you do the limited banner, it's 50-50 when you hit 80. When you and then after that it's one like guaranteed or whatever. For the weapon banners, it's always guaranteed at 80. It's not like 75-25 like it is like the light cones are in like cones and slash weapons are in Genshin. On the standard banner, when you hit 80, you just get to pick what 5-star you want.
So it sounds like a better version of what MiHoYo is doing with Star Rail then.
Yeah.
Like you get a guaranteed unit,
it is
but
it's just at 80 or whatever. You don't have to go to 300.
You're not having to do a year's worth of pulling if you're free to play.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And I think when you hit like level 50 or whatever, you get a free 5-star weapon selector. And there's another level. You get also a free 4-star weapon selector in the mail right off the bat when you log in. You get a bunch of free day stuff that in the mail right off the bat as well. So it seems pretty cool. It seems like it'll be a pretty decent launch. And I know it actually blew Genshin out of the water for pre-registrations. I think Genshin had like 10 million pre-registrations when it came out. This one hit like 40 million.
Makes sense. Genshin has kind of set a new bar and brought a lot of people that otherwise probably wouldn't have been interested in the genre to the genre. So now MiHoYo sets this. Wuwa comes in saying, "Yeah, we're Genshin, but like unambiguously better." Makes sense that people will be like, "Oh, I want a piece of that."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll say this though. After looking at the characters, I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I'm too impressed with them.
Yeah, I remember seeing a small smattering of them and only one character actually standing out. Otherwise, for as vibrant as they all kind of feel the same. And then there's the
Yeah.
random kid that's doing the lion dance, which seemed interesting. But that was again mostly animations and not like just how they're built. They all seem very samey. I can't put my finger on why I feel that way.
I'm not sure. I obviously you'd have to really play them to like really figure it out. But I wasn't like I mean I just wasn't like super impressed like I guess design wise, like character design wise.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm referring to.
I made the joke that because if you compare the this is also a game where you get to pick whether you're female or male main character. I made
is it? I've
Yeah.
literally never seen the male pro tag.
That's because the male pro tag looks generic as fuck. The female, I was making the joke because
I was like interesting because the female doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like on their channel they have pretty much the beginning cinematic scene, all right? But they do it for both male and female or whatever. So good, they do it back to back. And I was the first one's the male, and I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then it goes to the female, and I was like, they put all of the designing into the female.
I'm shocked.
I was like, what the hell? The female's outfit and hair and everything just looks so much better. I was like, Jesus.
Let masculine bodies have fashion clap.
Oh, there
Let
are plenty of masculine bodies with fashion in this game. It's just
Yeah,
not
in the
the
game,
MC,
yeah,
apparently.
just not the MC. Yeah, the MC is just like very.
That's what I mean.
Looking.
Clap.
Yeah.
I know they like to dress up the girlies, but come on now.
Yeah. Here we go. I got the image for you guys. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, I posted it twice. Okay, never mind.
I mean, it's not that bad actually. Looking at it.
I'll be honest. She's a little. I thought she looked different. I might actually be confusing her with a completely different character, who also happened to have black hair and looked, kind of nondescript.
Now I've seen the artwork. It's actually not that bad. What was wrong?
I just mean compared to because like she looks like she has got like more thought into her actual outfit.
I was thinking of Yang Yang.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking of a completely different character.
I mean, if the ladder wants to show a bit of skin, that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Why isn't he showing like more skin?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What's interesting about this is I have seen 2 other male characters. The one that looks like Blade, I don't remember his name. Who is wearing the tightest bodysuit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he is there
like
for fan
Cyber
service,
Ninja
almost
style.
certainly.
Yeah.
Yes,
His
but
name
Chinese,
is
not Japanese.
His name is GN,
Okay,
I think, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, he was just the blade alike. Like he has like this very, very tight bodysuit with some fancy silk finery over one side of it. It looks very cool. To be fair, yeah, there it is.
I see.
The guy. Oh, actually, he wears so much more clothing than I remember seeing.
Yeah, he's also
Interesting.
just showing his face. Really, okay. Hey, yeah, come on, cutouts. They're great.
But yeah, like there are other characters that look every bit as fancy as him. That male characters. It's weird that they for the MC they decided to be quite so boring.
Well, to be fair, the female MC is the same. It's just generic. Like you can easily put yourself into the character. That's what they aim
I
for, don't they?
suppose so. I guess it is just the difference in the amount of skin. Hey.
Yeah.
So like,
it is literally just that.
The female is generic or whatever, but she's less generic than the male.
Because of the different you can see more skin, therefore there is more difference in there's like less black.
She also has two-toned hair.
That's true.
He does not have two-toned hair.
That is true. Yes, that is true.
Yeah. So I don't know. I saw that. I was just joking. I was just like, I was okay. I thought it was funny. But yeah, I mean, I didn't actually play that much this week.
Happens to the best of us.
Or at least at least I can't remember if I played. Oh, actually, you know what? I did play another game because I have access to Zeke's library. I played what is it, Buckshot Roulette, whatever.
What is that?
It's a game where you play Russian roulette with a ghostly looking figure. But with a shotgun, and you have to.
I know we're not monetized, but is this something we want to talk about on YouTube in the opening of the show?
I mean, people stream it all the time.
Okay, well, just checking because I know YouTube gets kind of iffy about.
We're past the opening of the show. It's 30 minutes in.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, is it just like a roulette type game?
Yeah, it's like an indie looking game or whatever. You're in like some like club or whatever. Go into this room. There's this table. This like creepy looking figure is like, here, sign the contract or whatever. And what it is that there's a shotgun. It the part of the table like flips over and you see the shotgun shells, and some of the shells are blanks and some of the shells are live rounds or whatever. And you load them into he loads them into the thing or whatever, and you have to pick back and forth whether if you want to shoot yourself or shoot the guy or whatever to see like which one has live, like what shot has live rounds or whatever, and then you get these little upgrades or whatever that that can like I think you could drink a beer and it pops one of the rounds out of the it pops like the current round out of the shotgun. You can handcuff the other player to the table so they skip their next turn. There's like a saw knife that you can saw off the end of the shotgun, and it does instead of
God.
doing 1 damage, it does 2 damage. It's pretty cool. It's a game of probability, and it makes you sit there and think about like the percentages of like, oh, there's 3 live rounds and two blanks or whatever, so I have this percentage of a chance or whatever of whatever. Like if you shoot the other player, it automatically goes to their turn next. But if you shoot yourself or whatever and it's blank, you get another blank. You get another chance or whatever. Yeah.
So is it like basically last one standing?
Yeah, you go through like 3 rounds or whatever. And on the last round, it's like permadeath, because if you shoot yourself or whatever, you get like immediately shocked back alive.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, that was another game I played, but I played it for like 20 minutes or whatever. I got through like a full round. And I was like, all right, this is interesting. But that's about all I did. It was a very uneventful week. Yep.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
Same with the news. The news is also pretty uneventful. Or
yeah, I found a last minute like one, but
yeah. Yeah, I saw that one actually earlier today. I immediately forgot about it because I was just like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
pretty
get to
much,
that.
actually.
But it's like, oh, more poor choices, great. Basically news.
Amazingly. All right. But we'll get into the into the thing. I will address that Little was mad at me because he actually sent in a message last week. I didn't check the thing because I didn't But
That's
but all
hilarious.
but all his message was wishing me happy birthday last week or whatever, and so I added in me saying, yeah, thank you and everything like that or whatever, and then he sent me a message. He goes, you robbed me of Dalit and Leak's reaction of me calling you a cuck. Whatever. And I'm like, I just didn't look at it, all right?
No,
anyway.
if you didn't look, are you still a cuck then?
No, because Little's the cuck.
I tried, Little.
Gosh.
Anyway, first on the chopping block for the week is Kingdom Hearts is coming to Steam. Yeehaw! Yeah, amazing. 4 years late. Yeah, boy.
That's just part of the core.
This is this isn't direct reference. This is a direct reaction to them finally getting rid of exclusivity, right? This is what this is.
Yeah.
And this is very good because I hate myself and I will be rebuying Kingdom Hearts 1 again because I can't help myself. Because I'd rather play on the PC, frankly. Also, if I get Kingdom Hearts 1, it means I get Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm also very interested now in learning the randomizer.
Wait.
So,
no.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
We know if you get Kingdom Hearts 1, you don't get Kingdom Hearts 2.
What?
Is it not? Don't you get 1.5, 2.5, and then you get a different one
Yeah,
with
I thought it was a bundle.
Oh, is
3DS
is 1.5 and 2.5 packaged together?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those two are packaged together. That one might even come with.
Oh, okay, it is. Yeah, you do. You do.
Chain of Memories. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll buy one of those. Not immediately, mind, but I will buy one of those again. Kingdom Hearts 1 is rather special in that I actually like it. The rest of the series, it's okay, except for 3. That's hot garbage. I'm sorry, it's hot garbage.
It is hot garbage. No, I agree with you.
And 3, and honestly, 3D plays like garbage. So that's what I'm saying.
The fact that they don't package 2.8 in with 1.5 and 2.5 still kind of makes me mad.
What's that package in with the back cover and with
yeah, 2.8
Dream
is
Drop?
just no, it's not even Dream Drop.
Oh, is it just standalone? Really?
It's 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, and it has back cover and it has the little movie cinematic of Recoded.
Oh, that's such a poor investment. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like, I definitely will not buy that. That
Like
is
2.8 is
absolutely not
good.
worth the money.
2.8 is
neat.
good, but
I don't know if it's $70 neat
I don't know if it's
or
$70.
60 or whatever they're selling
I
it
don't
for.
I don't I
I
don't
don't
even know if
know.
it I don't even know if it's that price either.
Yeah, like I don't know if I would feel good paying the same amount for that as I would about paying for either 1 and 2 or
Mhm.
3 and its DLC. Since that game is essentially just a prologue. I'm also not attached to the series like that, so
Mhm.
I'm sure there are people who are frothing at the mouth saying, "Why wouldn't you wanna play Aqua's Journey Through Hell? It's so sick."
It is sick.
It is pretty cool, I will grant you that, and you can dress her up. It's the only time in the whole series you can do this, and they chose
True.
literally the darkest timeline to do that in.
And you get to fight
So,
herself.
Thanks.
interesting.
Um Does this version of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix lend itself to the randomizer? I thought that was
We don't know.
emulation
Well,
only.
so the real answer to that is no, probably not. But again, I'm buying this strictly for 1 because, like
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X, I will buy 1 every time they put it out.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
understand you.
but yeah, I'm just built like that, I guess. But I would suspect instead of going through the hassle of dealing with an emulator, the modders will give an actual go to looking at the Steam version because it's
Were they
probably
not
just
able
going to
to
be
mod the
more stable.
EGS version?
I'll be honest, I haven't looked in a bit. I can find that out for you, but it won't be on air.
Okay. Um in my head, I might have the same brain spiders as you do, but for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, no, and that's to be fair. Let's be fair here. That is the much more reasonable take
Yeah.
because 2 is the best game in the series.
But also
I just prefer 1 by
and
like a lot.
Birth by Sleep is on it too.
Yeah, I don't care for Birth by as I've gotten older, the further I've gotten away from Birth by Sleep, the less I like that game.
Um
Also, because I'm a liar, I did look it up, and yes, you can absolutely randomize the Epic Games Store.
EGS. Okay.
Aha.
Okay. All right, well, I guess she'll be doing the randomizer then.
I mean,
You
look,
also
I did
you
for Ocarina of Time for a long time. I really like Ocarina of Time randos. I wonder if I could still do it.
I might do a Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer actually. That might be fun.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2 enough. But I'm not gonna do any like speed running or anything like that. But
Oh, no. There's a difference between like finishing a randomizer and then trying to finish that randomizer in like an hour.
yeah. Yeah, I might do that. So 1.5, 2.5, definitely going to be $60. I don't think I think 2.8 might be a
Like a
might be
$40.
40. Yeah, it might be 40.
Yeah.
And KH3 plus the Rebound DLC will also definitely be 60 or 70. Man, Kingdom Hearts 3 played so fucking well. It was an amazing feeling game. This game was hot garbage. It was, oh god.
I'm gonna be honest, looking back on it, it does a lot of really novel things that are really cool. I still prefer the 2 battle system. Like if I'm just going off of best feeling battle system, it's still 2.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Um, I know Leek had to watch my disappointment in real time.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
right, you
did.
watched the stream.
I did.
It was sad.
I was sad for him.
And the Remind DLC did not make it any better.
Oh, didn't it?
I'm
Didn't it?
No.
almost tempted to pick it up because I never played through the DLC, but that would mean playing through the base game again, and I kind of don't want to quite a lot. I kind of really don't want to play 3 ever again.
Remind was fine. Like the story portion of it was fine. At least like playing through it or whatever. The implications of everything that happened in it was not fine. And then but you do get access to the to the data battles, so the boss battles.
Oh, that's right. They did bring those back.
Yeah. So it is worth it is worth just for that.
Just
And
for
you can
that,
fight,
yeah, absolutely.
and you can fight Yozora.
Listen, I don't give a shit about playing uh, Nomura's wild take on yet another version of 13 again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired of it.
Yozora
Like
is a hard fight too. It's a very
I'm
hard
happy
fight.
he's getting this, but I'm so tired. And Yuzora as a character does absolutely nothing for me.
It's just Noctis.
Yeah, exactly.
The
I'm a
Steam
15
version.
hater, my guy.
The Steam version does get its own Keyblade, by the way.
Oh yeah, they did that for Sony and Microsoft, yeah?
They did it for
Oh, yes.
every version of the game.
Are they showing what it looks like?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, can I
Tell me it's just a Keyblade with a valve at the very top of it.
That'd be funny. No, they're all different versions of the Kingdom Key.
Oh, are they Kingdom Key? I thought they. Oh, you're right, they are. Oh, that's
Okay.
not at all what I expected. Okay.
Yeah.
And they all do the same thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but every version of the game, even the Switch version, I think has like the Switch version. I'm doing air quotes right now because there is no Switch version, whatever. It's all.
This is true.
It's all on their cloud.
And it's really bad.
It is really bad. Yeah. Anyway, for anybody excited to play Kingdom Hearts again on PC, it'll be on Steam, the objectively better marketplace on PC, other than as opposed to EGS. I still say this took way too. I don't know why EGS had a full exclusivity for this fucking game series when something like
stupid, and they straight up bought that shit.
Why didn't they do that with fucking with 7? 7 was only 6 months.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that is a difference in the time they bought it. I'm sure Kingdom Hearts got it first, right before 7 and
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts was on PC way before, yeah.
Okay, but well, no, before remake as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Look, I don't know when Epic gets things because I don't use it anymore.
The PC version of Kingdom Hearts came out like a year after the console version, and the console version came out in 2019.
it's been on that for a while. So then that makes me think that they bought out rights, and Sony was like, yeah, sure. Not Sony. Square Enix was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Here, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that, see how it sells. And when it came to 7, which is actually going to move a considerable amount of units, because that's the golden goose, right? They were like, yeah, let's not do exclusivity for too long. We do want everyone to buy this game because everyone will buy this game. That's probably mostly a case of they wanted people to maybe buy it twice, maybe 3 times if they're desperate. Like 7's one of those games that I don't actually see them dropping the ball on because that's where all of your money is, Square Enix. If you screw that up, you're fucked. Kingdom Hearts, I hate to say it, I just don't think they value Kingdom Hearts as highly.
Yeah, but no fan is more rabid than a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Oh, you and I know this. Leak knows this, but we're normal, reasonable people. We're not executives sitting in a board somewhere.
Yeah.
We play video games.
You should know how many times KH players have bought a K. I have how many different versions of Kingdom Hearts in my room right now.
Oh. Who's to say? I have at least 3 versions. I've bought Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times if I buy it here.
I've bought Kingdom Hearts 2 as many times as I could. I have two versions of 1.5 and 2.5.
Yeah, see, I didn't do that though. No. I remember my original version of the PS2. I remember, like 10, playing it until the disc just didn't work anymore, getting a second version. Then I got the PS3 version. Or was it PS4? I think it was PS3, right?
Yeah,
The
their
initial
1.5 and
remaster?
2.5 came on on PS3, and then they had to
Yeah.
redo it for PS4.
Did I buy it there too? Oh no, I did buy it there too. 4 times. Okay, shit, never mind. I'm every bit as bad as you. I take it back. I didn't think I was, but I absolutely am. Holy shit.
Oh God. And as I am with my brain, Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna come out, and I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna sit there and play it, and I'm gonna be like, man, this game fucking sucks because I have no
I'm
faith in the story being anywhere near as good anymore.
Kingdom Hearts 3 has absolutely made me go, yeah, I'm not gonna buy that at launch. I'm gonna wait.
No, I'm gonna buy
I
it at
want to
launch
see what people have
just
to
so I
say at that.
know. Just so I know. I want to
Like,
experience it firsthand. I don't want people to tell
Kingdom
me.
Hearts 3 was so bad that I will take the risk of getting spoiled because I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm
You
gonna
just
wait
watch
for
me
some
play.
reviews.
You just watch me play like Leak did.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I'm not even gonna watch you because I don't want to be spoiled in case it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't want to pay full price for disappointment again. That
Yeah.
that should hurt.
Yep.
Upside, hey, the remasters got yet another version of not Hikari. What's the English version called?
Oh, Simple and Clean.
Simple and Clean. So
Yeah, it comes
we're
out
on
soon.
remix like 7.
Yeah, that
It's
trailer.
fine.
The
I love
trailer
that
comes
song.
out. Yeah, the trailer comes out sometime in I think on June 13th when the thing drops. So
Oh,
I'll
I wonder
be.
what I saw then.
You saw a tweet saying that they're making a new version of
Yeah,
Simple
no,
and
you're
Clean.
right. I did. Regardless, I fucking love that song. I know people are tired of it because they keep going back to it. Don't care. Really like the song. Favorite Kingdom Hearts song.
Oh, by the way, trailer premieres in 13 hours. No, that thing's motherfucking up. Oh yeah, that trailer's already out. All right, that trailer came out 13 hours ago. Holy shit.
Oh, so that is what I saw. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, okay. I thought it came out on the 13th, uh like the PC versions also come out on the 13th of June.
Oh,
But
so you
no,
thought it was a literal release trailer. Got it, got it.
yeah, the trailer premieres in 13 hours, and that was May 20th. So yeah, I saw 13, and I just why 13? Nomura, why 13?
You know
Nomura,
full well why
why
13.
13? Why?
13 has a very special representation in this series.
Oh, God.
They did it just to hurt people who know.
Yeah, my brain's. I now just fucking put that together. My brain hurts now. Getting flashbacks. Let's move off Kingdom Hearts, please. I need to
Moving
move
right
on.
along.
Oh God, please. So what's next? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 14 live letter. That happened. It was a combat live letter.
It sure did.
I watched the. I did not watch the entire thing. I watched the job action trailer when it came out.
I also did exactly that.
Because my ass went to bed right after the job action trailer finished. I was like,
I just waited until like the next day. I did
No.
not stay up.
Well, I forgot the live letter was happening, and I was already up at the time, and I was like, I can wait another hour and 20 minutes. The 20 minutes being the trailer, because that trailer is 20 minutes. Looked cool. Music was cool.
Mm-hmm,
I don't remember anything any of the content creators talked about that of the changes that are happening outside of like all the tanks have a dash now or whatever instead of like their They're
every class. Like I think everyone but Scholar and Astro has a dash.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, because White Mage also has a Gap Loser now.
Yeah, it was very weird to
Does
see,
it?
but that is
Yeah,
absolutely true.
yeah, White
Does
Mage has
it?
yeah.
Is it distant? Okay.
I
Is it
think, and I
ranged?
think
Okay.
you can only use it under the wings when you're in wings.
They used it when
Right.
the wings were out, but
Okay.
that's not what the wings are for.
No.
No, it's
So
not
I
what the
No.
wings
don't
are
think
for.
that's
Yeah,
actually tied to that.
Yeah, the wings are
yeah,
tied to his healing, so.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just healing potency. You're right.
Mm.
But I wouldn't doubt it if it's actually behind the wings as well, because they did start putting stuff behind other actions.
This is true, but it feels weird to give a what is a defensive option in this case? Because there's no way a white mage is charging in. Like, I'm not gonna fucking gap close to holy. I'm just gonna run ahead of the tank and start
Like,
holding.
yeah, I would appreciate one as a that would help with like a heal. For example, a dash while you're trying to do a heal that doesn't interrupt the spell.
Hmm.
But that would be very broken, I think.
Yeah, if they gave us triple cast or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever it was, like we do actually. I guess we technically can do that. We're only ever using it for raise though. We could
mhm.
swift cast, but
Yeah, Swift casts stats too, but it was out the movement, right? So kind of
Um,
you can still run with it while Swift casting.
yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
what I
we
was
don't
specifically
really
getting
need.
at.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why White Mage has the gut closer.
Oh, I can like I have a notion. Like all the tanks have
Mm.
it because they need to get into the thick of things quick.
Yeah,
Makes
that makes
sense.
sense.
Makes sense. I don't know why a lot of the DPS have it, but sure. Some of them do. Like Dancer, we know Dancers is for repositioning. Which shout out to Haps. It's always funny watching him go from one side of the arena to the other because he screwed something up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Um.
melee classes obviously you understand why Monk has it and Mage.
Yeah. But then I'm not sure why the healers actually needed it, if not for repositioning. That's the one thing I can kind of think and go, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
They get
yeah.
a heal, like they take a very last second to get a heal off, and then like dash into safety. I guess.
Um, there's a chance that the tank's dash now isn't a targeted dash, or isn't a just targeted to an enemy dash.
Oh,
They didn't go into full detail, but if I'm remembering correctly, um, during the benchmark, they did showcase the warrior dashing, and it looked like it dashed to um the
I look
viper
like it
that
dash
was
directly in front of the Viper. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it did look
Um,
like that.
there's a chance that they now can dash to allies, which would be really good. Um, especially for like repositioning purposes for tanks. Um, but
As
they
someone who
obviously,
doesn't play a tank, how often do you need to reposition?
as of somebody that played a tank throw Endwalker, you need to reposition.
Well, no, like I was like a genuine question. Like I just imagined repositioning is, and then I walked through the boss.
Oh well, no, okay. Repositioning as going from one end to of a place to another.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean like turning the boss or
Sorry, I
anything like
was in
that.
like raid mode. I'm like, what are you repositioning as a tank that you need that much movement for?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
sometimes you need to pull bosses to certain parts of an arena. Whatever. If you can dash to an ally that is near that part of the arena, that's pretty cool.
So I am innately against that idea because that's how you kill someone. You
Um,
dash over there, boss walks up, swipes, and like takes out 3 people. But conceptually, I do like it.
healers have rescue, so
I... you see them dash and then you just yoink them out of danger fair.
well, I'm just saying healers have rescue, so you'd be also against rescue because you can also just rescue somebody into an AoE.
No, I'm not even talking about maliciously. I mean, like if everything went perfectly the way you're describing it, whoever you dash to has a not has a let's say a not 0% chance to, as you get there and the boss gets there, get swiped.
Well, as long
Not
as if the
maliciously,
boss has a
just
cleave.
exactly.
Yeah. But
I don't think it's actually. I think it is still targeted. But I would be interested in seeing what happens if it's not. I would. I'd be kind of into seeing what the strats become. I think it'd be pretty cool to look at.
mhm. Um a couple of jobs got the reworks. I think what's it Dragoon and Astro got some reworks. I couldn't really I didn't watch the whole the entire thing, so I didn't get any of the um details. I know Haps has a video up going through all the details for it.
The Dragoon rework wasn't very intense. Dragoon's still doing
No.
most of the
Yeah.
same things. No Spine Shatter Dive anymore.
No, yeah.
Now you have
No elusive jump either.
yeah, no elusive jump. Now you have a dash. You have a specific dash that looks like.
Mhm.
I compared it to like Kane from the Dissidia series when he would just
Yeah.
kind of whoosh around. I don't play Astro. No matter how many times they show Astro in a job trailer, I never know what that class is doing. But they
Same.
were drawing like 4 cards at a time, which is wild.
Yeah. Seems like everything might be a sleeve draw now. Where you just draw all
Yes,
the
that's
cards.
the word. That's the term I was trying to remember. I think that's in fact correct.
Summoners get a new summon called Solar Bahamut.
So once you have drank OG Mountain Dew, Livewire, and
Yeah.
Code Red, you get your opportunity to summon Bahamut's Blaster.
Yeah.
Bahamut Blast. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sell me on this one though. I won't lie to you. As a non-summoner person, I looked at that and went, okay, so it's really cool that we have like the Heidelin mark when it uses flare, but that's kind of whack. Why another Bahamut? Why not a different one?
I'm not sure. There has to be some lore
It's gonna be
implications
story
on
related, yeah.
Oh yeah, some Solar Bahamut because the other Bahamut we fought against was Lunar Bahamut, and that was during at the end of Shadowbringers. So
Oh. Okay, fair.
yeah, we fought Lunar Bahamut.
I might have forgotten about that.
Yeah. So I don't know I don't know what's the deal with Solar Bahamut. The model for that Bahamut looked cool. Its wings were
It looked
swords.
neat. It reminds me of like Thanatos from Persona.
Yeah. Scholars now transform into some deity looking thing. They also
they?
now get
Okay.
wings. Yeah.
What?
Hear me out, because I'm gonna complain about this.
Yeah.
I, who am not playing, take offense to this because the healer I play is White Mage. You know, the one who gets the angel wings. Why is it that Scholar can't stay in its lane and know its role and not steal the aesthetic that I wanted for White Mage? Why does it get to become an angel? I wanted that.
Oh, is it? Did it become like a? Is it an angel or a fairy?
No,
It's like
it's called
channels.
Seraphism.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh.
when I hear Seraphism and I see
Yeah, that's
all
angel-like.
white with
Yeah.
wings, yeah. And we
Uh,
know that it had Seraph. Your Celine or Eos or whichever one it is can turn into a Seraph, a little tiny
right.
little
Oh,
Seraph
yeah,
angel.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's not a big deal. I'm not even really playing, so don't listen to me. But I do get salty seeing shit like this. It's like I
Yeah.
want that for what made specifically. Why did Scholar get that?
Yeah, yeah, I see
Why
it.
didn't she like channel the power of Titania, like our Titania, and turn into a version of that? That would have been fine and also very cool. Also, feel free to steal this, Square Enix.
That's what it looks like.
And it's a complete model swap.
That's a straight up angel, yeah.
Yeah, it's a complete model swap. It goes from Mikote, and I don't know, maybe there's ears under that earless hood, and maybe there's a tail underneath that dress, but I don't see it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they missed a trick there. They could have kept the fairy thing because that's what the identity of Scholar is.
it is fairies and
Yeah.
studiousness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
And I'm a salty bitch.
Um, they also
It
they
does look
showed off.
very cool though.
They showed off. What is it? Viper and Pictomancer.
And they
Viper
look great.
looks really cool. I have no idea what's
just
going
looks so
on with
cool.
the job gauge, but it looks cool.
I get certain parts of it. I don't get others yet.
Mm-hmm. Apparently the red pips on the job gauge under like the sword or whatever are for like its ranged abilities,
Yeah,
like
fucking
range combo.
this class is a judge because it
Yeah.
literally started off using innocence
Mm-hmm.
and then turns into Zidane.
Yep.
You can't
Uh,
just funnel all of the cool into one class. What you doing? That's not fair.
hey man, we already have judge armor in the game too.
Oh yeah, and you better believe you're gonna get judge swords as well.
Yeah. And
Is
Pictomancer looks like a painter.
is Noah dead?
Noah.
Sorry, is Gabranth dead? He's not, right?
Gabranth in 14?
In 14 specifically.
No, Gabranth is not dead in 14.
Congratulations, he's a Viper.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not dead. Yeah, because I think he was only introduced right at the end of Bashta.
The
So
Bostra stuff. I didn't know if he popped up after that at some point.
now it was like in a story after, like after you completed Bashta.
Right.
So yeah, um, we didn't run in. Well, I mean, he could be dead. We didn't run into him at all in Endwalker. So
Something made me think that someone mentioned he was dead, but I can't remember. He
he
shouldn't
could.
be dead, and he should
Oh,
absolutely be a Viper.
actually, I think. Oh, you know what? He might be dead, or he might be. Because I think Leon, or Lion, um, assassinated him at the end.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I think he's dead then. Yeah. I can't really remember anything else.
I can definitely say that I as per always, I fucking hate Bard. If I come
Yeah.
back, I'm just playing White Mage. I just, god damn it, it's so lame. But in general, all the classes are their identities are kept pretty strictly in line. So if you've
Uh.
played a class, you're probably just gonna enjoy continuing to play. There is no massive overhaul like there was
Yeah.
for Summoner.
Yeah.
Also, Gunbreaker gets Lionheart, and oh, it was nice.
True. Um. To the detriment of for some people, because a lot of people did want like a big change.
Yeah, and they
This
mentioned
feels
that
more the
that's
same.
not what Dawn Trail will be. Dawn Trail will be for optimizing the classes currently, kind
Mm-hmm.
of getting out a lot of the jank. And the following X pack will when they will be reconsidering classes identity and making adjustments to that level.
Yeah.
I
Um.
think that's a horrific mistake for
Yeah.
for the X pack that's designed to start over again. I think that kind of needed to be in this one. Because all that says to me is I feel like I'm making the right call in not being here now and maybe getting excited for the next X pack in 2 to 3 years. So we'll see how
Yep.
that goes. Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get.
Um. Moving on. Uh. Activision. Is apparently opening up a new studio called Elsewhere Entertainment. The studio's focused on a new narrative-based and genre-defining AAA franchise. Yeah, and this studio is in Poland. Also, this comes after Microsoft, shuttered about 4 studios. So, what the fuck, Microsoft?
Well, I'm hoping that means some of those uh, folk were at least funneled into this job and didn't just get exiled, and
Yeah, you
they
know,
didn't just hire a bunch of new people for a cheaper price to fill this new Polish
yeah.
studio.
And see, that's all fine and fair or whatever. But the important studio that I've been wanting to stay alive, Tango, is not going to be one of those. Not going to be
No,
one of
no,
those
not at all.
people. Yeah. So
That said, whilst I am still worried about the folks that lost their jobs at
Mm,
Tango, I
yeah.
imagine they'll have a slightly easier time finding jobs than the other studios, just because of the nature of work in the area. But
yeah.
that's a big guess on my part. It's like it does suck. It's still really bad.
Yeah, let's hope that is the case and they get some jobs very
Yeah.
quickly.
More studio stuff. Phoenix Labs, the creators of Dauntless, they laid off over 100 staff this week, and they canceled
Ugh.
all upcoming projects.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
see
sad.
anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know they were working on other things.
Well, isn't the scary aspect about that the other projects aren't other things, and that it's the future of Dauntless?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't realize they were.
Well, they only had two.
Uh,
They only had two games.
yeah.
They had
I'll be
Dauntless and
honest,
Fae
what's the
Farm.
other game?
Fae Farm.
Oh, Fae Farm. Okay,
Yeah. Um.
I didn't realize
Uh.
that was them.
Yeah, I didn't really realize that was them either. I just looked it up. Yeah. They hadn't actually been doing much. Dauntless, while it was fun at first, wasn't the breakout hit that it needed to be. And I want to go ahead and assume Fae Farm probably also wasn't that big of a hit. Um, so this kind of doesn't surprise me. Because you don't really hear too much from, like, you don't hear anything about Phoenix Labs. So
This is true. This is unfortunately true, and is why my big worry isn't that the upcoming projects were like new games. My worry is that any upcoming projects were um at the time, because I didn't know about Bay Farm, were just like further updates to Dauntless. Because it sounds like this company is struggling to make money and maybe in a dire place. But again, I didn't even see this when you wrote it, so
oh,
this is actual news to me.
okay. So more of uh insight to this. May 2024, more than 100 employees were laid off, and multiple projects were canceled in order to focus on supporting Dauntless and Fae Farm. So
Okay,
anything that was
okay,
planned
good.
for
So they're not
Dauntless
going to
and
go
Fae Farm
under.
wasn't. Yeah, they just had to cut. They had to cut, save money, so they could focus on the two games that they do have out.
Okay. So this, unlike usual, this does feel like the case of a company needing to um, not be paying people in order to stay afloat, instead of Microsoft, which is cutting out a bunch of people to look good on a quarterly.
Yeah. Reportedly, one such game was actually weeks away from being released in early access. So, one of the games that they canceled. It was also reported that Phoenix Labs had been acquired by a blockchain company, Forte, over a year ago in an unannounced transaction. This is all stuff
I
from
can
Really?
imagine
Wikipedia,
why
so
it'd be
take it at
unannounced.
yeah, it's all Wikipedia stuff, so take it
Huh.
with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I had
Uh,
nothing about that.
yeah, I mean it sucks. But as long as I guess if they're focused on keeping the two games that they have going, then that's pretty good. Because I mean I know that there are people that still play Dauntless. I never heard anybody playing Fae Farm, but I guess if people are playing Fae Farm, that's good for them.
I've seen Fae
Um,
Farm on Steam. It's the Rune Factory, like, right?
yeah, it's similar to Rune Factory, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that was them. It just happened to pop up on Steam for like a sale or something.
Yeah. It is only $40. So. So yeah. Next up, Assassin's Creed Shadows was announced. This is a game that was titled Assassin's Creed Red. Back when they were announcing code names
Right.
for
Yep.
for the Assassin's Creed games. It features Yasuke as the main character.
Yeah.
There are also people complaining that it's featuring him as an MC instead of a Japanese-based character from an AC game. Even though
Whatever.
Yasuke is a real figure in history.
He is a real figure in history. And he was connected to Nobunaga.
He was a
so-
retainer. He was a retainer for
Yeah. So there's lots of
Well,
story they could use
yeah.
for this.
Unfortunately, that's where the big argument is. Because
Yeah,
I
because they're
couldn't
saying
help
was he really
myself.
a samurai?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what? Was anyone any other
just-
bloody Assassin's Creed character what they were? So fuck that.
Apparently-
This is the thing, right?
Apparently,
The
if you're
assassin is never going to be a real character.
Yeah.
So they've
yeah,
opted for
silly.
the second character to give us some perspective into the setting. And admittedly, I won't lie, I wouldn't have used Yasuke either. However, if you want a new person like learning about the region, you could do a whole lot worse than someone not from there but fighting
Exactly.
for it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
mhm.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're
Uh,
just missing that whole point of it.
And apparently, if you are a retainer for a samurai, you are still considered a samurai because he was
Especially during the Warring States period.
Yeah.
because you were learning samurai stuff from the samurai. So he could
Like, this-
he definitely could fight. He's also featured in other games like Samurai Showdown and
Like,
Neo.
this is
And,
not
Neo, right,
this
as
is
well?
not during the shogunate. This is not during a time of peace. If you are retainer to a samurai during a war, congratulations, you're a samurai. That's like saying, yeah, I'm just the sword bearer for this night during this field
Yeah.
fight that we're having. I'm not actually a knight. I am armed and I know I know how to use the sword and I'm defending my country, but no, I'm just a squire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was
So-
this uproar when fucking Tom Cruise was trying to be a samurai?
This is it, right? Like
Yeah.
we all know the real reason for this,
Yeah.
and no one. I don't have time for it.
I
That
know,
said,
I know.
however, like everyone else, I have wanted an AC in Japan for a while, and I'm a little worried that this is going to be an open world one because I really would have liked this one to be more focused.
Yeah.
Well,
but I-
hopefully the assassin side thing will, because I
Yes.
really want this to be Tenchu like when because there's a ninja.
Also, holy crap! This now I better be able to assassinate. I don't want to go up behind someone, stab them for like 10 damage.
Yeah.
Don't go back to that.
Whoa! You're not going to be able to do that at all. You're a samurai. You have honor. You don't.
No,
you
you
don't
can play as a
assassinate
ninja
people.
No,
too.
she's a ninja.
She's a
He-
ninja.
Oh,
Yasuke
yeah,
is the
yeah,
samurai.
Yeah, you
okay,
play.
yeah.
There's two protagonists.
Okay, yeah, true.
Yeah. And I want the whole like sneaking in the poison, sneaking around the rooftops, all that spiel.
You know what I want for
Silent,
this game?
deadly. What?
To not be. I want this game to not be attached to Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's my courtesy of like both this and Mirage. I would very much like to play Mirage, but I really haven't played either of those games because it's a Ubi.
I was hearing
And
Mirage
Ubi
isn't
makes some
all
really.
that great.
It's at least focused, right?
Yeah.
I know that Shadows. I wonder if you're going to bring this up. I'll let you do it then. I have a funny feeling I know what you're about to bring up because you've said Ubi in particular.
Yeah. I was saying Ubi because they have shitty selling practice. It's a $70 game.
Yeah.
$110 for fucking day one DLC, or whatever. $130 for if you're a fucking idiot.
I hate to say it, but yeah, I kind of think so because, to my knowledge, you're not getting anything for the 130. Like you're not getting like a fucking Assassin's
I
Blade
think
or
you're getting
anything,
a couple
right?
outfits. I think you're getting
Yeah,
like an
but no,
outfit.
I mean like you, the individual, are not getting anything physical from it.
No, you're not. It's digital.
Like, yeah, it's not a collector's edition. It's not like an actual prestigious thing. You're not getting like a statuette of Naoe and Yasuke.
No.
You're getting ripped off.
Yeah. It's a $70 video game because for some reason we've moved into the $70 era, and at $70, I feel like I'm being ripped off at $70 most of the time. All right. Uh, with the $110 package, you get a season pass, which comes with the day one DLC of like a mission or something like that. Something that they easily could have put into the game, but they decided not to, whatever, because
No, because it's
they
easy
want
for
to.
them to take out of the game instead.
Yeah, yeah. And 3 days early access, which, by the way, who the fuck cares about 3 days early access for an Assassin's
Early
Creed game?
access on an Assassin's Creed game. Wow.
Okay, yeah. And then the $130 package gives you everything that the $110 package does, but also the Sekiryu character pack, the Sekiryu hideout pack, whatever the fuck those things are, 5 skill points. Ooh, 5 skill points. And a red dragon filter in the photo mode. Yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
For
Wow.
$130. $130.
Yeah, Ubisoft never really figured out like monetization that looked good. They just never figured it out.
Like,
Their games are usually fine, and then they just find the grossest way to charge for them.
hey,
It's astounding.
I got I got a Kurosawa mode in Ghost of Tsushima for no extra price. Kurosawa mode
Man's right.
has something that has way more to give you than those character hideouts and like skill packs or whatever, plus a fucking filter for photo mode or whatever, and it was at no extra cost. Come on, Ubisoft. Like, why? But also, why do people still buy for this, pay this stuff? Like, come on. I feel like
I got nothing.
dude, I feel like Perry. I feel like Perry in um in Scrubs. Help me help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. Oh my god, man. I don't know. It raises my blood pressure every time I see like the Ubisoft pricing. I just All right, moving on. I'm gonna get even more angry. So I copied and pasted this into the chat as soon as I saw it, but Toys and Flab apparently had an image of on their site of the Crash Bandicoot mask. I forget what it's fucking called.
Oh, another one, yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere on their site, somebody like found it or whatever, and people thought it was like, oh, maybe they're about to tease that they're gonna do on their Crash Bandicoot like game or something like that. But apparently it's technically always been on their site or whatever, so it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like Aku Aku is one of the big signs.
Yeah, Aku Aku, there you go.
Yeah, Aku is one of the big signs for Crash, and Crash is kind of a Toys for Bob thing. I'm not surprised that it was always just hiding there, and we just didn't notice because we took it for granted.
Yeah. So, it'd be nice if they were making another Crash game. I like Crash. Actually, I love Crash. This thing leak is what Leak gave us earlier today. Microsoft CEO says that they're implementing AI photographic memory called Recall within Windows 11. Thank God I'm not upgrading.
This seems like it's gonna.
Yeah, they better have an
Absolutely
option to
backfire.
switch this fucking thing off because, like, how would any of your information be safe? What security measures are they implementing for this?
It's gonna remember
Yeah,
everything
this.
you do on your
It's
computer.
stupid.
Also, good luck not upgrading to 11 and staying on Windows. But
I know
yeah,
they're cutting out
this is
support next year,
horrendous.
but they're just cutting out support next year. It doesn't mean it just won't get updates. Who cares?
True. Yeah, no, this is not it. Like, I understand that this is these are the actual tech bugs, but
Yeah.
have you just not been watching popular reaction to these products? It'd be one thing if like you were offering a service or something, but to like ham fist this in, not a great.
You know, Silicon Valley doesn't care.
Oh yeah, no, they very much don't.
Like these companies have such a stranglehold on everything that they do or whatever that it doesn't matter if they do something that's like fucking annoying or stupid because they're just forced to go into it. People are just like people are forced to use Windows, so um most of the time unless you want to
I was
actually
like, tell
dive
that to
into
everyone
Linux.
who just hard. No, I'll tell that to everyone who like hard carries for Mac.
Well,
Like
okay,
Yeah.
the Linux bros, like there's not enough of them. Like
no,
I understand there's a
6%,
thriving community.
6%.
Yeah, I understand there's a thriving community. No one is worried about Linux overtaking Microsoft.
No, don't tell that to Mutahar.
He would agree with me. Like Muda is hard into Linux, but he fully understands where it sits in the grand scheme of things.
Well,
He
yeah, but
gets shafted on the regular for not being on Windows, so much so that he has to emulate it in his Linux.
Well, yeah, but like he's also one that's like we're gonna take over one day sometime because you know we went from 4% to 6% in the past couple of years.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, he's like well, you know we're getting huge. I don't know, like Mudo, I like Mudo hard, but sometimes anytime he talks about like him being on Linux, he immediately goes into like holier than thou that because he's on Linux. It's kind of like his identity half the time. Um, But yeah, this is gonna suck. I'm not upgrading to Windows 11. I would have to
Yeah,
change stuff in my
seeing a few
BIOS to do
people
it
say
anyway.
that the update's been being pushed again. You know, like how they used to, the
Oh,
Windows
so they
update.
can't force it because in
No,
my
they can't. But
yeah, in my well on mine in my BIOS or whatever, um, Windows technically Windows 11 can't work on my computer because I have something set in my BIOS that goes against Windows 11. I think like my TMP2 or whatever isn't set properly. Um,
okay.
uh, because I tried I was looking at upgrading or whatever, but now that they're doing this, I'm just saying fuck it. I'll just deal with not being supported after next year. But that's okay. I won't have to deal with the Windows updates. Feels good, man. And last bit, Sony London studio, closed down.
Yeah.
They closed it down.
That said, I looked up what games they made, and I don't know any of them.
Yeah, me either, but
It is sad. Don't get me wrong. Like that doesn't make it okay. I
but
was going there to think of like things to talk about, and I was like, oh wow, I know nothing here.
this came after them laying off a bunch of people in the London studio. So I'm surprised he just didn't like just outright close them then. Um,
Agreed, because we layoffs happened in like February, right?
yeah, it was at least a couple months ago. I just don't understand why they just didn't close them down then if they were planning on closing them down in the first place. Um,
Now, not to give Sony an incredible amount of good faith, but do
oh
you think
no,
that the company
no,
was effectively shuttered
no.
then, and they just yeah okay
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, they could have actually been shuttered then, yeah.
yeah,
Or
and they were just keeping them on as employees for a bit whilst they search for work. Like it's like a severance package without one. I think a severance package would probably just be safer, but like
mm,
maybe that's what was happening here. Maybe there was
yeah,
an attempt to find other places for them. I don't know,
they
but
haven't made
yeah,
they haven't made anything since 2019 anyway, and a lot of their older stuff was actually pretty much stuff for the iToy. Um, I think actually a lot of their stuff was like even most recent stuff was like stuff for yeah, they made like peripherals and stuff like that, but that was just about it. Recently. So Yeah, it sucks, but hopefully the people there were like, I honestly, what I think is that when they did the layoffs, they also told them that they were shutting them down in the next couple of months and that they probably should go look for a job. So that's what I think.
Like, and don't get me wrong, that is actually genuinely giving Sony a lot of grace.
Yeah.
That is us expecting very good things from a faceless company.
From
But
a
yeah,
bad
I don't
faceless
see why they would
company.
do it otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna keep seeing more layoffs and stuff like this, like forever. It's never gonna end. Never gonna end. But that's it for this week. That's all the news.
Kind of a dour note to end on, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it just
just that kind of weird.
just progressively got worse.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Leak, are you farming?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Dollar, are you ever gonna hop off Hades too?
Well, so unfortunately, Skelly has finally revealed to me the statue, so I must now do an 8, 16, and 32 heat run. So not this week. I will still be stuck in.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I'll give Withering Waves a try, but I doubt it.
Oh,
frankly.
actually, no. We have something we have to do this week.
What do we have to?
Doesn't Sandy come out this week?
My money's actually on next week, but he might.
Standophon. GB. F relink.
I don't remember seeing any new information about it.
Release date. Oh, that just says May 2020, 2024.
Yeah, they're probably going to hold on to the last week because if we still haven't heard anything about it, maybe the very beginning of next week he pops out.
There was a date for it.
Nope.
Damn. Anyway, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be next week that it happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we're not playing Relink.
I mean, we certainly can. I'll play Relink for the sake of playing Relink.
I don't want to play Relink, man, because there's two fights we would be doing if we were playing Relink.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't build a game like a live service, but have a long tail on it. You need to keep those fights relevant, and they didn't do that.
They would have put They should have put a lot more fights in this. Should have been like a Monster Hunter level amount of fights.
Well, no, you're right, but they wouldn't even need to put in like a whole bunch of new fights. They just need ways to make the old fights relevant, and they just never did.
There needed to be more weapons. Needed to be more.
I wouldn't have been I wouldn't have been against that. Like having the Eternal ship with 2 weapons is really stupid. Not because we're going to use more than 2 weapons. To be fair, you're either using the Ascension or the Terminus. And they just worked the Terminus into the sigils, so they gave us the base weapon and the Ascension. But yeah, no, that was really stupid. I don't know why you would do that. That was not smart.
They could have just given us a lot more weapons for every single character or whatever, because all that essentially would have been doing is just giving us more collectibles to get for the weapons, which had just given us more stats or whatever. So I mean and it's not like we actually need the stats or whatever, but it'd been something to work towards.
Yeah. All a learning experience their first time out. Maybe I'm really hoping they do make a second game that is a bit better oriented to once you have beaten the game.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I called it. This weekly Famitsu had Legend of Heroes Kaino Kiseki Farewell O Zemuria in it, and they announced a release date, and it's September 26th. So
there it is. All right.
I called it. I knew it was going to be that last week of September. It always is. Falcom can't release outside of that week.
They do love that time frame, apparently.
Yeah, they just don't ever do it. As for me, obviously more Stellar Blade. Wuthering Waves comes out in like 24 hours, so I'll be playing that tomorrow night. And I don't know about anything else, so it is all how depends on how I feel. Yeah, if you made it this far, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you guys next week.
Be good now.
Bye.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely true.